Welcome back, this is Wicked Googly, and we're playing the next part of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. We are heading down to the ruins of Ulcaster
All right.
to see what's in store for us. Looks like a dungeon that's lots of traps in it. Have to take a magical dagger and potion. Eat. A wolf. Not just any wolf, a dire wolf. Okay, dire wolves are not that bad. Won't waste time putting on a shield. What kind of potion is that? Potion of Genius. Probably will never use that. There's no point. There's no point to a potion of genius. The stupidest potion ever. It does absolutely nothing for you. The only thing that the intelligence stat does for you is allows you to memorize more spells per day. That's it. Spider? Not that big. Oh, more than one spider. Got a -4 to hit me, so all I worry about is that they roll the 20 and then I get poisoned. So the absolute only thing that an intelligence potion does for you, second edition rule, is it increases the number of spells per day that you can memorize for wizards. But the potion only lasts a little bit. So you drink the potion, it allows you to memorize more spells for the day, and then you go to sleep, and the potion wears off, so you still don't get the spells when you wake up. It doesn't increase the difficulty of how hard it is someone to survive your spells or pass a saving throw. It doesn't increase your own saving throws. So the only thing I can imagine it doing is raising your intelligence for conversations so that you might get some other dialogue options.
Your life ends here.
The only thing I can think of. And so far I've not been that impressed with the difficulty of Ulcaster. The hardest monster so far has been that one skeleton warrior who did have a +5 to hit, which is pretty amazing. But if you had a party of 6, you went down in only a few hits. I imagine the full party of 6 would have done him in pretty quickly. I haven't even run into any traps yet in the dungeon. And the only monsters I've seen have been direwolves and spiders. Okay, this is a different kind of wolf. Red wolf. A little nastier. Come on. Do it. Stop rolling bad. I just haven't quite been able to figure out what was the expectation. It's a wandering map. It's not linear. But I feel like difficulties all over the place. So you can walk into one map and have it super hard, then walk one map away and have it be back to super easy. If you skip part of the map because it's too hard and then you decide to come back to it later when you're higher level, you do it and then you move one square further, assuming it'll be harder because it's beyond the hard spot. And then before you know it, you're back to fighting easy monsters. Whoa, I almost walked into that trap. Just trying to click on the body. Should have assumed there'd be a trap next to the body. So I just got 40 XP for disarming that trap, which is sad and pathetic. Back on. Because that's just 5 XP more than you get for like killing a skeleton. Oh, 2 wolves. Because there's 2, I'm gonna put my shield on. Oh man, wolves are just swinging away. Yeah, if you, what I was saying a second ago, if you find an area too difficult and you just assume that as you get further and further away from the cities, things are going to get more difficult, or why would you walk around a hard spot? I mean, I would just make the assumption is that the game would just be getting consistently harder as you continue to walk around. Got a wand of fireball. That's really good. Put my bow back on. Potion. Oh, we've got another wolf.
Your life ends here.
Which, I told it to. Bother. Shoot the last arrow at it that I wanted to. I do like it, however, that you kill a wolf and it doesn't drop you any treasure, except for the winter wolves who will drop you winter wolf fur. But I always found it silly in games when you kill a random animal and they drop you gold. But yeah, it's always been silly that you hit a difficult area, wait till you level up to come back, you walk one more screen, and then it's back to being easy again. Which means you're already high level, so you need to fight high level things so that you can gain experience. A lot of bodies. Oh crap! I knew it.
Immediate aid.
I was just thinking to myself, oh, there's bodies again.
Very well.
I should probably look for a trap. I always forget because I hate that you kill a monster, fight or something, and then it takes your trap thing off. Or that I was just standing slightly around the corner so that it wasn't showing it to me. I mean, it's about 100% like difficult. This is a lot of stuff though, and I can't pick up any of it. All the arrows. Potion. I hope that's the tome that he was referring to. Okay, so there's a 24 potion limit. Stacks of potions. Fireball, that's stone form. Still giant strength. Cool. Antidote. Have antidotes. I really wish there was a fourth storage container item that allowed you to store wands. Oldcaster's Dusty History Book. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'll put one of my stacks of arrows back up. One more wolf. Oh boy. Had it on my sword, so I didn't shoot. Yeah, it's pretty sad if you very easy at getting distracted. I try and talk, play at the same time. I forget to finish my conversation or cut off at weird points and then pick it up again as if I had never stopped talking about it. So sorry if my conversation making to myself as a video is a bit odd. If you're a high level, if you're a low level and you try to do an area that's too high, you either have to give up and come back, or you just constantly keep reloading it and you tough your way through.
Immediate aid.
And there's nothing even over here. I mean, I should just suck it up and say, oops, I took the trap. And sadly, the last time I had loaded it was before I fought this last wolf over here. Now I can get an arrow into it. If you're a low level and you try to fight it and it's too hard for you, you'll die, but you really want to do it, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's too hard for you, but not supposed to be. It's supposed to be right where you're at. So either way, you make the attempt and you keep trying and you keep trying it. And you do it, and then the next mech find is easier. Good. You'll be right on track. But if you decide the way to deal with it when it's too hard is to skip it, since it's kind of a little bit open world that you can go to whatever part of the map you want in any order, you decide to come back later when you're higher level, you do the map, then you go on, because of how the XP kind of moves up exponentially, when you come back and you finish it and then you go to do the next part of the map and then it turns out easy, not only is it easy, but it's so unrewarding that you were almost better off not wasting your time and not doing it all together. That's sad. Like this dungeon. The nastiest thing in the entire dungeon has been those fireball traps. And I can't complain about the treasure though. I did get a wand of fireballs and some pretty amazing magical arrows. Actually, stuff I can use. I won't say that the treasure is not rewarding, so there is a reason for me to still come down here. But there hasn't been anything hard. And I'm not even using that amazing of equipment. All the equipment I'm wearing is stuff that you can literally pick up when you're level 2. Uh, Wizard robe's not included because that's really expensive. This armor I found in the town of Nashkel sitting in a tree. The bracers and the helmet aren't a big deal. I don't even remember where I got the bracers. But yeah, that helps out your chance to hit, but I'm just talking about pure armor class. The helmet does nothing for your armor class. The cloak lets me turn into a wolf. Stupidest item ever. The boots don't help me out in any ways. They help my move silent, but I almost never use it. The belt helps me against piercing. I picked that up. I don't remember where specifically, but it's also really early in the game. I think it's off that very first ogre you fight. 2 screens to the right of a Candlekeep. So, and the shield I bought from a vendor in the start town in Candlekeep. So the equipment I have is the equipment I've had for the whole game long. I haven't found. I mean, if I had a party of 6, then yeah, I would have to be finding small little upgrades here and there. You know, splint armor, chain armor. Eventually, you can afford the full plate in the town. You can get more Ankh armor later on in the game, like way towards the end. So I guess they just assume you never find this armor because it is hard to find. It's one of those things if you're not walking around with tab on all the time, and if you're not uncovering every single piece of the map, probably will never find it. I didn't really know it was there. I just kind of came across it by chance. Ooh, a jelly. That's interesting. Ooh, no, I don't want to fight 2. Now this fight's gonna. Okay, immune to my damage. Is it because it's immune to piercing? Or is it because it's immune to non-magical? Shoot it with some magical arrows. Ogre Jelly still immune. Okay, so it's immune to piercing. That's just a whole bunch of charges. A wand. Nothing better to use it on. 5 damage. Don't know that the slime that is shooting back at me. Don't know that that's gonna actually do damage. It might just poison me or kill me. I don't remember what the ogre quite do. And I don't think using every charge off of my magic wand, I don't even think that will finish off killing it. But I don't really have anything better to use that wand on. I might as well use it on this thing. A little bit of healing. But yeah, let's say you're being very cautious and very careful, and you can pretty much before you even hit level 3, your main character's done. I mean, I'm pretty much done. I know there's a ring of protection somewhere also at the beginning of the game that you can find in like a tree or something. I just don't remember where that tree was. And I don't remember why I didn't buy one first chance I got. There might be a protection ring for sale in Friendly Arm Inn. Alright, so that wand is used up. Look at the scrolls. Have any magic missile scrolls? Now, the funny thing is you can't cast spells in armor. You shouldn't be able to cast scrolls in armor either. But for some reason, they let you. Definitely get away with doing that. So yeah, if you're in a party of 6 people, main character juiced up and totally equipped. Oh, now interesting. Green jelly is dead. So either it moved to be around the corner and I just can't see it yet. Okay, yep. The devil. Okay, so this one's magic resistant. Just hurry up and kill it with my sword. Hope that it doesn't hit me. And it's got some kind of damage reduction against my sword. Okay. Still doing really good damage despite that. Goodness. Oh, it's not a green slime, it's a mustard gel. Got a scroll, gem, and a potion for our troubles. That gem is worth a lot if I remember right. Scrolls looks like protection from electricity. And the potion, the mirror potion, mirrored eyes. That would have protected us against the basilisk. So that's something that before you fight the screen with the basilisks, you should have come to this screen first, or this dungeon. I got 2,000 XP though. That mustard, but the ogre jelly only gave 270. That's pretty sad. Is this pretty much like it? One room left to go. Okay, so that book, I didn't see any other stairs down or anything, so that tome we found must be what the spirit wanted. We'll give it to him.
All right, all right.
Book buddy. Knowledge returns with these simple words on parchment to teach once more in a celestial class. I'll prevent the same from happening someday. Oh, another 1,000 XP. Slowly ticking forward, but we're still pretty far away. We're still 6K. Doesn't look like my XP bar even moved at all. That is really weird. That is, it hasn't moved at all. So now my question is, did I hit the XP cap? Does it not matter? It's possible that even splitting up the XP and dividing by 3 doesn't matter. It's the total XP that's capped. Well, that's really awful. That is really awful. Well, if that's the case, you can see here just what I accomplished. I would almost not count Allcaster. I wasn't watching my XP that closely, but it's possible that this whole section over here, I was already at that XP amount before I did any of this. The last time I leveled up was quite a few videos ago. So doing a single character main story wise, you go down to Nashkel Mines and then you just clear out some of this random stuff on the left. And that's it. That's about half the game. I still have this forest here. I still have this forest up here. Each one of those is about 5 screens worth. The farm with the Ankh eggs, and then you have the entire town of Bardsgate, which is for like 6 screens plus quite a few screens of sewer. You have the entire Iron Tower to climb, or the Iron Throne building. A few fights, so there's a lot of stuff left to do, and it looks like I've already hit max level as a single character. So, kind of once again showing that the game is totally designed for you to do it with a party.
All right,
I'm going to head all the way back up to the Friendly Arm Inn, try and sell some stuff there.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
And because there's 3 of them, I'll put my shield on real fast. Yeah, that's really sad. I didn't realize that I'd hit the level cap, but I was hoping that it was actually a level cap and not a total XP cap. Once you hit the level cap, the only thing really left to do in the game is for the gear to get your gear better. Hit. Yeah, if the only thing left in the game is to now increase my gear,
Very well.
and I've done 50% of the game without ever hardly finding an upgrade, because all my upgrades I had by the time I was level 2, or if it was a party of 6, I would have got all my gear by the time I was level 2. That's just really sad. There's possibly, I believe, some much better armor in Durlag's tower. And there isn't any better sword as far as I can remember, at least not of a long sword. There should be a +1 shield somewhere. That would be an upgrade. I'm pretty sure you can buy the +1 shield here, and if that's true, that's just one more piece that I could have had right at the start of the game. Wouldn't have necessarily needed to wait until this point to get it.
If you insist.
Magical arrows I can hardly count as an upgrade. Like scrolls and stuff, you expend them. Now, even if I hit the level cap, I'm still going to continue playing the game solo.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
Because I don't just want to... I didn't just want to see if I could hit max level or not, because I was pretty sure you could. So this belt of Antipode, I think that is the blunt belt. Cold resistance. Doubles all fire-based damage. You're not going to really fight a lot of cold. So here's the +1 large shield. I will buy that. My other one is currently equipped. Oh, can't do that. Done. I'll take a quick rest. I probably won't get my other phase of the dream stuff. Acid arrow.
It's been dreadful slow business lately.
All my things I still need then at this point. I don't think there's anything more than a +1 large shield. I've got the best wizard robes in the game. There is an armor upgrade later,
All right.
but I believe it's at Durlag's Tower. But that armor is considered magical. So what I have is full plate. I'm coming in here to get healing. If you find magical full plate +2 or +3, as long as you have a ring or a necklace that's also +2 or +3, that bounces out. And since I haven't found a single ring or amulet yet, that's not an issue. So either I find a +2 or a +3 ring, or I find the better armor. I'm not sure. It might already be the case that I can't wear the ring. It might not go with the shield. So if that's the case, I do need to find that better armor. And a better bow. I think you can get a +2 composite bow. Up in the forest somewhere, which we're about to head to now. So we're gonna, I guess, wander the map a little bit less. And start going down the storyline.
All right.
So I came to this map. I'm just gonna come over here to the edge, actually up higher, and start heading off to the right. I've just slept, so I should be able to identify this with a spell. Got the armor. Now, true, if you consider the bracers as important, because the increased chance of hitting is pretty significant. It is an item slot. If you want to do a melee character and not an archer. I did just get those melee bracers not long ago. So you can consider that an upgrade. Okay, so you have the Lars wood, and I think you have the farm here. I don't remember what's one more to the right, but then you'll come over here to the cloak wood. So we will leave it here for now, and we will continue on with the Lars wood in another video. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you the next time. Bye for now.